Okay, the first thing I ask you to do is draw the next two patterns. So what's the pattern going to look like? How many white squares is it going to have? Four, okay. And it's going to have two black ones, so we're going to need 6 boxes, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1. Obviously, I'm such an artist, right? And what's the next one going to have? 5 in the middle?
Yeah.
So we're going to need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 again. And just draw it. Okay? So when there's one white, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grays. Did you want to come in here and do it? Okay. When there's 2 whites, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grays. When there's 3 whites, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 grays. How many do we have with 4 whites? 14. With 5 whites? 16. Well, how did you know that? Because it's a pattern. Well, let's look at what it would look like on a graph. So if we have 1 white tile, we have 8 gray tiles. If we had 2, we have 10. 3 is 12. 4 is 10. 5 is... Okay. What does that look like? What do the lines look like? A slope, which makes up a line. So it must be linear. What do we know about linears? What do we know about the equation? We know something about our relations. What do we know about it? Something about your, what? Your mama's ex-boyfriend. Y equals mx plus b. Whenever you have a linear equation, really? Whenever you have a linear equation, you must be able to put something having to do with this into the linear equation. All right? So, if we keep this in mind, where your mama's ex-boyfriend, where y are gray tiles, x is white tiles, can we put, you know where they are? They're in the little black thing. Okay? So, can we put that in an equation and always know what it's going to be? Okay, so, can we do something to figure it out? What's boyfriend going to be? What's the b going to be? What's the y-intercept going to be? Can you figure it out by looking at the graph?
Yeah.
Oh, because you know what 6 is going to be. It's going to be here, right? It's going to be 18. What would 0 be? What would 0 be?
6.
Yeah. It would have to be 6. So if you had y equals something x plus, and you just told me it would have to be 6. Okay? So what's our constant? What's our slope? We can calculate slope, or we can start doing guess and check. What times 1 plus 6 is 8?
7.
What times 1 plus 6 is 8? 2. Does it work here? 2 times 2 plus 6 is 10?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to put it in dots. Does it always work? 2 times 3 plus 6? 12?
Yes.
2 times 4 plus 6? 14?
Yes.
Ah, we found it. So is the slope indeed 2? Please stop talking. Are we going up 2? Are we going up 2 and over 1? It doesn't look like it, but we are, because we're going here from 10 to 12 and just over 1. It's misleading visually because of the way the graph is created. Now the question is, how many gray tiles would be needed for 10 white tiles? What do you have to do? Just substitute. Just substitute. So we don't know how many gray tiles, but we know everything else. 2 times 10 plus 6 is 26, and there's your answer. So that's how you're going to go about answering the next 2 questions. And that's all there is on the sheet. Pretty straightforward?
Yeah. Yes, it is.